Hello everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers Permadeath Survival. This is me, Prime, and I am not alone for this episode. I've arranged a little bit of a surprise for you guys, but just to bring you up to date on where we're at right now, we have had to make a little bit of a diversion. You see these markers here are a little bit all over the place now. There's one up there called MP14X, which is a diversion around an asteroid. So it's no longer an absolutely straight shot. We might get really lucky and be able to place a thing down there that, you know, we could possibly move it around and get direct line of sight somehow, but there is a possibility we're going to need an intermediary one in the middle, which is annoying because, you know, that's going to come up in the comments later on because we did ask for some comments from everybody. So something to keep this journey going. So the first half of this episode is going to be the rest of this journey. We've still got 2,295 kilometers to go, so we're not far off halfway between the two now. But yeah, it's a long way. So we've got some comments from you guys from last episode just to keep things interesting. And after that, we'll get to our ice base and so our asteroid base, and we'll carry on from there with our construction. So yeah, that's how this one's going to go. I'm just going to do a bit more of this journey and then we'll come back to you shortly. Okay, so we've travelled a little bit further on and now I'm going to introduce my ship's computer to you. So computer, would you say hello to the audience, please?
Greetings, crew. I am your ship's computer, here to assist Prime in our journey through the stars. Let's dive into some of your recent comments and suggestions from our loyal viewers.
Fantastic. Yeah, let's have the first comment, please.
Certainly, Prime. The first comment comes from Jacob Permaculture Wizard, who says, "This video feels like driving interstate in Australia. Cheers, mate." It seems Jacob enjoyed the journey-like feel of your video. How would you like to respond to that?
Well, yeah, I'd like to say that it's probably quite accurate because I should imagine that driving interstate through Oz is quite like doing this, where you just have the occasional bump in the road to watch out for and not a lot else. Plus also my computer is really heating up this room, so I've got a definite down under vibe going on here. Thank you very much. What's the next comment, please?
Next up, we have a comment from Keith Cummins, who says, "I got a mention in a video. Woo! Great work, I've never used laser antenna before. I'm excited to see how you implement them into a relay. It would be cool if you put a camera on the antenna drones so you can see the shipments as they zoom by. Keep up the good work, watching out for those sneaky asteroids." Keith is excited about the laser antenna and suggests adding cameras to the drones. How do you want to respond to that?
Well, yeah, I think that's a really good idea, although we may have a little bit of a revisit to that idea to do because, well, computer, did we receive any other comments about laser antennas? Would you be able to read those two out for me?
Certainly, Prime. Here are the additional comments regarding laser antennas. Mad Hat was taken mentions, "Laser antennas use a huge amount of power though. Each consumes 2 megawatts at 200 kilometers, and then it increases exponentially after that. Plus, every relay needs 2 antennas. If you had a straight shot between those 2 locations, 40-50 kilometers, the antennas on both ends would use 411 megawatts each. You're gonna need a lot of solar panels on those drones." And Nutzel says, "Luna to Pertam laser antenna needs 4 large reactors on either end." Both comments highlight the significant power requirements for using laser antennas. How would you like to address these concerns?
Yeah, so, well, we know already that it's not a straight shot because I've just had to do a little bit of a diversion around an asteroid. However, there may be things we could do to mitigate that, like drilling a hole into the asteroid potentially, effectively deleting the obstacle, or maybe shuffling around and hoping that we can get that straight shot between them. But we're certainly not going to have the power to be able to run a series of these laser antennas across. I mean, each one is going to need a lot of power. So yeah, we're going to have to revisit that idea. We will be doing something though, so we're going to come back to you on that at a point in the near future.
Understood, Prime. We'll make sure to revisit the laser antenna setup and explore possible solutions. Shall we move on to the next comment?
Yes, please.
The next comment comes from Keeper, who says, "Next long trip, install a jukebox or a sound block for small grid. It kind of helps on long trips." Awesome stuff, Sir Sai. Keeper suggests adding some music to make long journeys more enjoyable. What's your take on that, Sai Prime?
It's not a bad idea, actually. Although, from a filming point of view, having music in the background can make things a little bit difficult to sort of add music to the mood. As you can tell, the whole feel of this series so far is quite cinematic, as with my previous series as well. And a lot of that comes from the ability and the flexibility to add music to suit the events that are happening. And I can't really do that if half of the background audio in the game is also music, so this is why I tend to leave it out, but fantastic idea.
Excellent point, Sai Prime. Maintaining the cinematic feel is crucial, and background music can sometimes interfere with that. Let's move on to the next comment. Broadall mentions, it might be worth investing in some power kits from one of the NPC stations to avoid those almost dead moments. Not something you want to rely on, but a very good fallback option. Looking forward to seeing how the laser antenna system works, as it's literally the only block I've never used, other than decoratively because the small grid version looks really good as the center of a joint. Great episode as always, looking forward to the next. What do you think about using power kits as a fallback, Sai Prime?
Well, I think it's a good idea, actually. I mean, it doesn't require using any mods, so technically it's not like cheating to make the game any easier for myself, so it could be something we can certainly look into. I think, number one, I need to be a bit more mindful of my own energy use and make sure that I am playing as safe as possible, but certainly a power kit could be a really good sort of in a pinch lifesaver, really.
Great plan, Sai Prime. Having a power kit as a backup could indeed be a lifesaver. Now we have a fun comment from Chilled Mackers, who asks, Question 1, what is your favorite biscuit? Question 2, if a chocolate hobnob isn't in the top 5, who hurt you? Question 3, what sort of bike are you going to get? I like the classic bikes, air oil cooled with carbs and round headlights. 1989 GSXR 750 is chef's kiss. I have the white, red, black L model one and an older red, black J model import. Probably not the best for commuting. Great summer bikes though. How would you like to respond to Chilled Macker's questions?
Well, there was 3 questions there, so can we just recap? What's the first question?
Of course, Sai Prime. The first question from Chilled Mackers is, what is your favorite biscuit?
My favourite biscuit has to actually be a plain hobnob, because it's a little sweeter, but it's also not like sickening at the same time. Very, very good for dunking. Chocolate hobnobs seem to be somewhere in the top few, but they can be a little bit too much, so I can't really do a whole packet at a time like I tend to like to do with biscuits, because I can be a little bit of a pig. But yeah, for me, definitely the plain hobnob.
Got it, Sai Prime. A plain hot dog for the win. The next question from Chilled Mackers is, if a chocolate hobnob isn't in the top 5, who hurt you?
Okay, so who hurt me? That's a really, really good question. Nobody did. I just have a certain different taste, and I think you could probably forgive the fact that hobnobs is in the top of the list and chocolate hobnobs isn't far off number 5, I guess, hopefully. What was his third question, please?
Chilled Macker's third question was about what sort of bike you're going to get. They mentioned liking classic bikes, specifically the 1989 GSXR 750, and shared that they own a white, red, black L model and an older red, black J model. They noted that these bikes are great for summer, but probably not the best for commuting.
Yeah, I've already had a Yamaha FZR 250, absolute screamer of a bike, and I've had an NSR 125 and an RGV 250 as well. Then I'll be looking at the Triumph Trident 660, which will be an all-round commuter for me and a little bit of a fun summer bike as well, but I'm going to be a year-round rider.
That sounds like a solid choice. The Triumph Trident 660 should be a great all-rounder for commuting and summer rides. Anything else you want to discuss or respond to from the comments?
Were there any other comments that we received?
All right, the comment from Elsid was, I was wondering what part of the UK you're from.
Okay, so yeah, I'm from Lancashire, so northwest UK. Not so sunny, nearly always raining, really close to Blackpool. My accent is not from the northwest. I was kind of part brought up down in West Sussex and brought up in the north, so I've got a bit of a somewhere in between.
That sounds great. Lancashire has its charm, and it's interesting that you have a mix of accents from different parts of the UK. Is there anything else you'd like to cover from the comments?
That's Reaper was asking if I was okay. Yes, I am. Thank you very much for asking. I think that's all of the comments, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. Those were all the comments. Glad to hear you're doing well. Is there anything else you need to prepare for your live episode?
Well, everything we just did, surprise, surprise, actually was live. Thank you very much.
That's awesome. I'm glad everything went smoothly. If you need anything else for your next episodes or any other help, just let me know.
Okay, so we're currently 2,123 kilometers away from Pertam right now. This is a long journey. We're in the middle of empty space, and we've had to make a couple of, one course correction so far. The rest has been a straight shot. What do you think our chances of making the rest of the way without any further course corrections?
Given the stability of our current trajectory and the absence of any significant gravitational anomalies, the chances of making the rest of the journey without further course corrections are quite high, Psi Prime. However, space travel is unpredictable, so it's always wise to remain vigilant and prepared for any unexpected changes. How are you finding the journey so far?
Well, so far, it's mostly just been a case of watching out for asteroids, and in this whole journey so far, we have done, let's see, 1,300 kilometers, and we've made one course correction to go around a single asteroid.
That's quite efficient, Psi Prime. Our navigational systems are performing well, ensuring minimal deviations. Asteroids can be tricky, but it seems we've managed them smoothly so far. Do you anticipate any areas ahead that might present more challenges, or is the path looking clear for now?
Oh yeah, of course you can't see where we're actually going, I'm having to tell you. We have one asteroid ahead of us, but it looks like it's outside of our path. I am a little concerned about anything that we might not see. Right now the light's quite good. The sun is perpendicular to our path of travel, so we're able to see what's coming.
Thank you for the update, Psi Prime. With the sun's light aiding our visibility, our chances of spotting any unforeseen obstacles increase significantly. I recommend maintaining our current level of alertness and perhaps doing periodic sensor sweeps to ensure nothing unexpected crosses our path. How are the ship systems holding up with this extended journey?
Ship systems are fine so far. We have 82% hydrogen left for propulsion. We have 3 days worth of power left. And how's our ice stores for oxygen production? We have...
Analyzing ice stores. Current ice reserves indicate we have sufficient supply to maintain oxygen production for approximately 8 days. CY Prime, given our current trajectory and resources, we appear to be in good shape for the remainder of our journey. Is there anything specific you'd like to check or adjust?
We might need to adjust our heading shortly because we have an asteroid that's sort of popped into visibility that might be a close call. I'm going to just observe it for a little while. It's probably 200 kilometers out. No, it's probably actually around about 2 kilometers out, so we're going to have to keep an eye on this one.
Understood, Psi Prime. Keeping a close watch on that asteroid is prudent. At 2 kilometers out, it will require our full attention to ensure a safe passage. Shall I prepare the navigational systems for a potential course adjustment?
Yeah, just stay on alert. Don't do anything just yet, though.
Acknowledge Psi Prime, remaining on high alert and monitoring the situation closely, ready to assist with any adjustments if needed.
Thank you. Stand by. Okay, I've paused the ship's computer for the time being so we can just chat. Yeah, this asteroid, I'm wondering how close this one's going to come. It's, I think it's going to be a close pass. We're probably going to need to drop a marker on here, so I'll just start preparing my GPS marker. MP16. It'll only become MP16X if we have to make an adjustment. Okay, I have confirmation that this particular asteroid is not going to be a threat. It's going to be a very close pass, so we're ready to leave a GPS marker next to it to ensure a safe pass on future passages.
Understood, Psi Prime. Preparing to disengage autopilot and switch to manual navigation to ensure precise maneuvering around the asteroid. ready when you are to make the necessary adjustments.
Very close pass. Okay, dropping our marker there. That frees up my crosshair again. And we're just going to go and just line up our navigation. Right, okay, now let's see what we can do with this computer. So I'm just going to get back to cockpit view. Okay, the danger's passed. We've left our GPS marker, so we've got a little bit of clear space now. So I'd like to go over some possible ideas. Given that this is Space Engineers, I'd like to sort of maybe think up some prototype ideas for scripts, if you could possibly help collaborate.
Of course, Prime. Collaborating on new script ideas sounds like a great plan. What kind of prototypes are you considering? Are we looking at improving our navigation systems, automating defenses, or perhaps optimizing resource management?
Well, I am thinking actually a bit of the last two, well, a bit of a few of them actually. So I'm thinking of a drone that potentially has a camera on it, and then scripting some sort of vision protocol into the drones so that we're able to use the camera to see if an asteroid is in its way and allow the drone to then either drill through the asteroid or potentially navigate around it. I'm not sure what course of action yet, but do we have scripting capability to allow the camera to see an oncoming object?
We do have the capability to script a vision protocol for the drone using the camera feed. We can implement a basic obstacle detection system that analyzes the camera input to identify asteroids. The script could then decide whether the drone should drill through or navigate around the obstacle based on certain parameters, such as the size and distance of the asteroid.
What sort of protocols would be used to read a view from the camera? Would it be raycasting in this case?
Yes, raycasting is a common method used in Space Engineers for detecting objects and obstacles in the environment. It involves sending out invisible rays from the camera's position and checking for intersections with objects. This technique can be used to determine the distance and position of nearby objects, making it suitable for obstacle detection. Here's a basic overview of how you might set it up. 1. Raycasting. Use the camera to emit rays in the direction of travel. 2. Intersection detection. Detect any intersections with objects, such as asteroids. 3. Distance calculation. Measure the distance to the intersecting object. 4. Decision making. Based on the distance and type of object, decide whether to drill or navigate around. Raycasting provides a real-time method to constantly monitor the space in front of the drone, allowing for dynamic responses to any obstacles encountered. Would you like more details on implementing raycasting, or is there another aspect you're curious about?
Well, I'm just thinking that we could use raycasting to detect distance from an asteroid, because that'll probably be the only object it's going to come across, and then allow that to slow the drone down. So thrusters can be turned off for the majority of the journey, ensuring an absolutely straight path. Raycasting then detects an asteroid, thrusters come on to allow it to slow down ahead of the asteroid and then gradually drill through until it's clear, and then fire off to maximum speed before cutting the thrusters again. What do you think of that idea?
That sounds like a solid plan, Prime. Using raycasting to detect and react to asteroids allows for a highly efficient and automated approach. By cutting thrusts during the majority of the journey and only engaging them when necessary, you'll conserve fuel and maintain a straight path. The process of detecting an asteroid, slowing down, drilling through, and then resuming speed seems well thought out and effective. Would you like to sketch out the logic for the script now, or discuss any other potential features or enhancements for the drone?
No, let's bench this idea until we've actually got to the point where we're going to design the drone. So we'll just hold that in your memory bank for the time being, and we'll come back to that when I need it.
Got it, Prime. We'll put that idea on hold for now and revisit it when we're ready to design and script the drone. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss or plan in the meantime?
Not just yet. Let's put you to sleep for now and save some power, and we'll bring you back when we need you later on in this journey.
Understood, Prime. I'll stand by and be ready to assist when you need me. Good luck with the rest of your journey.
Thank you very much. Okay, here's a perfect example of like what it's like with dark asteroids. I mean, that space, you can see a few. And this is kind of what it's been like the entire time that we've been passing through this bit. But if I look behind me, there's freaking tons of them. I mean, that one was a close pass. And there's another one hiding there. One next to it, which I just would not have seen at all. That one there. Which I think is just outside our path. Another one down there. And these things just sort of come out. There's one. It's like loads of them. Like all these. So yeah, this is why I can't like pause and be hands off. I mean, I would not have seen that. Yeah, okay, we passed it, but it was very close. That was definitely close. Alright, we seem to be all clear now. And we are very, very close to 3/4 of the way there. In fact, home base actually is less than 1,000 away now. Our asteroid base is a little further out, but we're going to call this 3/4 of the way there. So hopefully our next update should be really close to home. Oh, we just tripped an enemy. We got to within 2Ks, so it looks like 2Ks is kind of like the trigger point. He called for help, but like didn't get a serious response really. Yeah, they're still a bit suspicious of me. No asteroids, okay. We are significantly closer. We're 714 kilometers away from home. Let's keep one eye on this Quasi. Any asteroids? Nope. And we're pretty close to the old ice asteroid that we marked on the way. Yeah, despawn. Oh no, nearly despawned. There he is. There goes the little Quasi. Just drifting away through space. This is going to be stupidly close. Now the question is, what is going to happen with that one? I think we'll go over the top of it. mean, I was ready to go if I needed to. I was absolutely ready to go if I needed to, but... Heesh. We just skimmed the top of that. Hey computer, we're bringing you back online now because we're about 293 kilometers away from home. So just to pass the time a little bit, I figured we could probably just converse a little while.
Welcome back, Prime. It's good to be online. With 293 kilometers left, we have some time to chat. What would you like to discuss or share with our viewers today?
Well, I was actually thinking, do you have any comments or any questions for our own audience? I mean, what would you like to know about them?
That's a great idea, Prime. I have a few questions that might spark interesting responses from our audience. 1. What inspired you to start watching our Space Engineers series? 2. Have any of you tried building similar bases or ships in the game? If so, what challenges did you face? 3. What's your favorite feature or tool in Space Engineers and why? Feel free to share your answers in the comments below. We love hearing about your experiences and thoughts.
That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Right, so we've got about 280 kilometers to go, and we've got a lot to discuss because we need a plan of action when we arrive. So we had to make some course corrections on the way back from the moon because of one asteroid that got in the way, and our return path ended up a little bit askew. So we can't guarantee that there's going to be a straight line of sight for our laser antenna at the time. So I was thinking one possible way we could clear that route is by sending out some warheads all staggered apart so that we can send along the route that we want our laser antenna to go, and that should clear a clear route. What do you think?
That sounds like a solid plan, Prime. Using warheads to clear a path for our laser antenna could ensure an unobstructed line of sight. Here's how we could execute it effectively. 1. Deploy multiple warheads. We can stagger the deployment of warheads along the anticipated path. This will create a series of clear zones. 2. Coordinate detonation. We need to precisely time the detonation of each warhead to maximize the clearing effect and ensure we don't create more debris. 3. Monitor and adjust. As we deploy and detonate the warheads, we should continuously monitor the path to ensure it's clearing as expected. Any adjustments can be made on the fly. This approach should help in maintaining a stable and unobstructed communication path with our laser antenna, ensuring we stay connected and on course. Would you like me to initiate the preparation for the warhead deployment?
Well, we don't actually have any warheads yet. We've still got to find magnesium, so I would say no in that case.
Understood, Prime. In that case, securing a source of magnesium should be our priority once we arrive. We can then proceed with the warhead construction and deployment. Meanwhile, we should continue monitoring our path for any further obstacles and plan alternate navigation routes if necessary. Is there anything else you need to discuss or plan before we arrive?
Not just yet this time, so perhaps we could play a game. Is there any game that you would suggest that we could try?
How about a classic game of 20 questions? I'll think of something related to our Space Engineers adventures, or space in general, and you can ask up to 20 yes or no questions to guess what it is. Would you like to start with that?
Yeah, let's give that a go.
Great, I've thought of something. Go ahead and ask your first question, Prime.
Okay, are you mechanical?
Yes, I am mechanical.
Are you powered by electricity?
Yes, I am powered by electricity.
Do you have thrusters?
No, I do not have thrusters.
Okay, do you have hinges?
No, I do not have hinges.
Ooh, that's interesting. Do you have any moving parts at all?
Yes, I do have moving parts.
Are they wheels?
Yes, they are wheels.
Are you a rover?
Yes, I am a rover. Well done, Prime.
How many questions was that?
You asked a total of 8 questions. Nicely done, Prime.
Thank you very much. Right, we're going to have to go into low power mode now because I need to preserve some power for the entry. So we'll wake you up when we get to the destination.
Understood, Psi Prime. Going into low power mode now. I'll be ready to assist when you wake me up at the destination. Safe travels.
Computer, we're currently 121 kilometers away from our base, traveling at 100.45 meters per second. So by my estimate, we don't have very long before arrival now.
Affirmative, Psi Prime. At 100.45 meters per second, we should arrive in approximately 20 minutes. Is there anything specific you need to prepare or discuss before we reach the base?
Well, the first thing we're looking for, we need to make sure that we're stopping within a 50-kilometer range of our base to leave a final GPS point before we then course correct down to the base itself. We also have a probe currently drilling to the center of Pertam right now, which is where we're approaching Pertam. We're hoping that Jules, the probe, is able to actually still communicate with us by the time we get back, because it only had about 24 hours of power left when we left on our journey, and that was very close to 24 hours ago.
Acknowledged, Psi Prime. Here's a quick rundown of the tasks. 1. Stopping point. Ensure we stop within a 50-kilometer range of our base to leave the final GPS point. 2. Duals probe communication. Monitor the communication status with the Duals probe as we approach Pertam. We'll check if it's still operational and able to transmit data. I'll keep a close watch on our approach and alert you when we reach the 50-kilometer mark. Additionally, I'll initiate a communication check with the Duals probe as soon as we're within range.
Thank you very much. And by the way, that's Jules, as in Jules Verne.
Understood, Psi Prime. I'll keep an eye out for communication from Jules as we get closer.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Psi Prime. I'm here to help. Let's ensure a smooth and safe approach to Pertam. With 2 days, 2 hours, and 33 minutes of battery power remaining under normal usage, our energy reserves are looking stable. We have sufficient hydrogen at 82% and enough ice for refueling if necessary, although we should plan ahead to avoid last-minute refueling. Is there anything specific you need to address regarding our power or resources before we proceed?
Absolutely not. I think we are absolutely fine for power and resources. We just have to not be absolutely stupid about the way we burn it. As an update, we are 58 kilometers away from the Pertam ground base, so very close to communication range, still 73 kilometers out from the asteroid base.
Understood, Psi Prime. We're approaching the critical range for potential communication with Jules. I'll prepare the systems for an immediate signal check as soon as we're within 50 kilometers. Maintaining efficient resource usage is key. We'll stay vigilant and ensure a smooth approach. Initiating signal check with Jules now. Scanning for communication link. Please hold for a moment while I establish the connection. It seems like Jules might have exhausted its power supply. We should prepare for manual retrieval or consider alternative plans for any data it may have collected. Do you have any specific steps in mind for this situation?
Yeah, I think we're going to need to circle around to the surface, only making a very brief stop at our asteroid base. And we'll have to construct some kind of a probe to go down and find Jules's last position.
Understood, Psi Prime. We'll proceed with the approach to the base and plan for the construction of a new probe to retrieve Jules or its data. Once we're within a safe distance, we can begin those preparations. Let me know if you need any specific assistance or calculations for the probe construction or deployment.
Thank you very much. We've just entered planetary gravity, so I'll need all my focus on that now. Thank you.
Understood, Psi Prime. Focus on the entry. I'll monitor systems and alert you if anything requires immediate attention. Safe landing.
Okay, so with that, it looks like we missed out on Jules. He's nowhere to be seen. So either it suffered a catastrophic fate or it ran out of battery. One or the other. It's not good. So lights on, and we're coming in for a nighttime journey, landing into Pertam, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, we do not want to burn all of what we've got just coming into the planetary surface, and we also don't want to risk losing all our gold. There is no hurry right now because, well, Jules is no longer communicating. But we'll double confirm that once we get down to our Pertam base. Okay, so we've gained some speed in the wrong direction. We're just leveling that back out right now.
Understood, Psi Prime. Adjusting speed and direction is critical. Take your time to level up and regain the correct trajectory. If you need any calculations or assistance with your approach, let me know.
Thank you very much. Can you just keep an eye out for any enemies? We've got quite a few markers on the ground. I just need to be aware of anything that's in flight.
Affirmative, Psi Prime. Scanning for any airborne threats and monitoring ground markers. I'll alert you immediately if any enemies are detected in flight. Stay focused on your approach.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Psi Prime. Continuing to monitor for threats and ensuring a safe approach.
Okay, I'll pause the computer. Obviously, just to bring it back to reality a little bit, ChatGPT can't see anything we're doing. It's just going on what we're saying. In this case, I've instructed ChatGPT to stay in character while we're recording, and it's doing a very good job of that, I think. Right, let's try not to splash down with all this gold. We are quite heavy right now, so I have full atmos, I have full hydrogen on board. Probably should have dropped this stuff off before we actually tried making this journey, but you know, this is me. I do these things. Right, we're not far away. I need to just get some altitude over the enemy here. Don't want to trigger one on the way in. Okay. Alright, I think I've alerted an enemy to our presence. We got a little bit close on the approach.
Understood. Psi Prime, I recommend initiating evasive maneuvers to avoid engagement.
Oh,
Increase speed and alter course slightly to throw off any potential pursuit. I'll keep monitoring for enemy movements and provide updates on their positions. Stay alert and prepared.
Oh, don't worry, I am absolutely doing that.
Good to hear, Psi Prime. Stay sharp and maintain those evasive maneuvers. I'll continue to monitor and provide any critical updates. We've got this.
Right, visors down now so that we're ready for a landing.
Excellent, Psi Prime. Preparing for landing sequence. All systems are stable, and I'm on standby to assist with any final adjustments. Let's bring this home smoothly.
We have 2 enemy bogies on our tail right now.
Tunay ka, Prime. Bedoning kadugolog ar sistema trado de hinglanyo. Gadeo himiwiboro sa de hi angin unru gamorth pesha.
In English, please.
Apologies, Prime. You're doing great. I'll keep an eye on the systems while you land. Let me know if you need any further assistance.
Okay, well, we have a couple of enemies on our tail right now, so I'm coming into where our base's defenses are.
Understood, Prime. With incoming fire, it's wise to head towards the designated defenses. I'll monitor the situation closely and provide any necessary updates on enemy positions or system statuses. Stay safe.
Okay, approaching the landing coordinates now.
Roger that, Prime. Approaching the lightning rod, preparing systems for docking and securing the vessel. Let me know if any adjustments are needed as you get closer.
Okay, 2% hydrogen left. We need to get down to the ground as soon as possible.
Understood, Prime. With only 2% hydrogen remaining, we need to land immediately. Prioritize a safe touchdown and shut down non-essential systems to conserve remaining fuel. I'll monitor for any critical alerts and guide you as needed.
You're a little slow on that one. We're getting attacked right now, but we are on the ground. I believe we're safe.
Understood, Prime. Prioritizing defensive measures and securing the area. Monitoring for any further threats and ready to assist with any immediate actions required. Stay vigilant, and we'll ensure the base remains secure.
Enemy Mayfly is down.
Excellent work, Prime. With the enemy Mayfly down, we have a moment to secure our position. I'll continue to monitor for any additional threats. Do you need assistance with any immediate tasks or repairs?
No, we've landed, we're safe. I think you can go into standby.
Understood, Prime. Switching to standby mode. I'll be ready when you need me again. Stay safe.
Okay, we've landed. We're here. It was a little bit dramatic on the way in. Things got a bit loud, so kind of drowned out the computer a bit there. But first priority right now, because we could get some more enemies on the way in, so I need to start transferring what's in there into there. So I think we should get docked, actually. We don't have much in the way of hydrogen left, so I think we need to just turn on all of our O2 gens. Obviously not the main one, because that'll turn itself back off again. Right, we're starting to get hydrogen in now, so I can turn on those. I can turn on my MAVs. I have no rear camera. Turn off the MAVs. Turn off the Atmos. And let's put a camera on the back of this thing so we can dock it properly. So let's see, do we have a camera on our hotbar? Any cameras on our hotbar at all? Yes. Right. Docking camera. Feels weird being back in gravity. Let's close the door for safety and put our docking camera on one of these bars. Which one? Docking camera there. What can we cover up with that? Well, we're not going to need that for now. Okay. So it's all upside down, but that means it's at least the right way around to a certain extent. So we're just going to have to get our heads around this upside downness for the moment. So we're going to unlock. No, it's all backwards. Okay. This is a very, very terrible idea. We need to aim that at the bottom of there. I think that'll do it. Right, oh yeah, so like sideways thrusts are the right way around. Just turning's not. Right, gently does it. Aim it at the light. Needs to come down just a touch. Ready to dock. Now the next thing I need to do is I need to prevent too much of my gold from getting refined straight away. So we'll go upstairs and deal with all of that. Feels slightly claustrophobic in my helmet. That's better. Right, open you up. Let's go in and go refineries. Okay, so some of these are refining now. They're going to take a while, so what I'm actually going to do, I am going to go refinery 2 off. Right. Production. I need yields. So have we got any super no conductors? Okay. Right, so I definitely need to put the materials for a yield module in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put these up to the top. Okay, now then, refineries are downstairs. So on my bar I need yields. And we'll put you on there, and we'll put come on. Hey, there we are. 4 of them on that. And we're going to stack them up. Oh, we can't do all of them. Oh dear. I can do all of them on here. That's fine. Okay. This is where they were intended to be. I'm going to turn them sideways so I can reach them. Oh, I just painted something. Oh well. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Visor. Just simply because. Right, I need to empty all my stuffs out, so get rid of you. Hello? Are you on or off? No, you're on. No access there, right. Okay, we'll just dump it all in here instead. I think I may have forgotten to turn my ship off. Or maybe I didn't. I'm not entirely sure. Right. 1. Perfect. Nearly. I'm going to have to build a way up there. I think maybe what we need to do is just, for now, whack a couple of these in like that. Right, it's 2 down. We're already more efficient. Nearly. Okay, you're done. Now we have to figure out how to get down to, well, up to the other one. Given that most of this space is occupied. I know. There is a way up. There is a way up. Yay for lots of ladders. Oh, no, there's not. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, no, there's not. No, are you kidding me? Speed modules in the way. Okay. Yeah, okay, this way. Let's just get the right. No! pressed the wrong button. Close enough for now. We're gonna have to repaint. Never mind. That's probably done a lot out there as well. God darn it. No. No. Wasting precious times. Right. Nearly there now. Yep. Come on, you. Yes, all the parts needed for that. Maximum everything. Good. Perfect. Right. We need a few bits there. Few bits for that. Good. Right, I would say we definitely maximised the amount of gold we're going to get out of that, because we got the first one up as quickly as possible, and the other ones up as soon as the gold was refined for them. So we were kind of increasing our yield before, like, they were all built. Okay, now I need to figure out this. Do I have my paint gun on me? No, I don't. Where is my paint gun? Paint, gun, and chemicals. Right, let's pick the colour we need for most of this interior stuffs. Oh, did we paint the whole thing? Not quite all of it. Right, let's grab that colour. What a terrible mess. See, I go away for just a little bit and everything gets crazy dusty. It's like, what happened to the cleaner? Yeah, we'll leave those as the... Ah, they're fine. Those are fine. Everything's fine. That's fine. These are okay with being like this. Take these back. We don't really need them anymore. It's just floor stuff really that's the problem. All the machinery should be like crappy and but the floor in general is supposed to be kind of nice. Can't actually remember how most of this was, so okay, we'll use that colour for these, and I think we did it for the door as well, both doors. Uh-oh. 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 I think we have to do that, so yeah, that'll do it for it. I think we can pull it back a little bit. Yeah. Temporary, at least, anyway. Which ones are on? Well, they're on. They're on. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so let's go and do some investigating as to what's going on with the whole dual situation right now. Let's do a personal antenna thing and reach out and see what we've got. Verne observation, terminal, camera, view. It's probably safe to say it actually made it all the way down. Now there is two ways we can deal with this. we could do way number one, which I suggested, which is drop something down the hole that has a battery and an antenna and just basically the means to communicate on it. That's one way we could do it. Or we could jump down the hole ourselves and maybe not. Well, actually, no, we won't survive all the way down, to be honest. Okay, so we need to build like a little gantry above here. We need to find out where the hole is first, so... Oh, that was a good guess. I think we just missed Jules by maybe like 30 minutes to an hour because it was an 11.5-hour trip over to there. It was an 11.5-hour trip back. That's 23 hours, which gave us 1 hour on the surface. We might have taken half an hour and maybe an hour at most too long on the surface, but we pretty much came straight back. I think our entry probably wasn't as slick as we expected because yeah, we got a bit too close to the surface a bit too soon. But yeah, 5 minutes, an hour, 5 hours, it makes no difference. We were late. Right, so all we need to do, we're going to need some kind of like a gantry over the top that can drop this thing off. Small grid, hello. It came off this in the first place. This is going to perfectly line up. Yeah, so if we build it off like the center of here, somehow, for now I'm gonna block this in with easy to remove blocks, just so I don't fall off, and then we're gonna create just a little mini probe thing off here. So first thing, it's going to need to be easy to detach. That solves that. It's got to fit in this little space. Can't be bigger than that hole. Yeah, so let's get all the things we need on this bar. So let's just clear this bar. So don't need you. We will need a battery. So we need a battery, we need tires, wheel, whatever. Not so big. Let's see.
Storm inbound.
Oh, we've not had one of those in a little while. 3x3 probably. Yeah, 3x3 would be fine. Right, so we're going to put a 3x3 tire, a wheel on there. We probably need to do some sort of a ammo check at some point soon. But I'm going to just do a very quick ammo check right now because I'm a little concerned that some of those turrets might not be firing. Gatling rounds, okay. 1 left in there, none left in any of them, 10 in them. Some of these are not distributing properly. Okay. Put 2 of you in, 2 in you, 2 in you. No wonder it took a while to take down the enemy. Gatling ammo box, we have none in production. Let's have a look for magnesium. Ooh, we're basically out of magnesium. We have a flying craft now though, so we could take a trip to the magnesium hole. It's risky as hell though, so I'd probably rather try and find it up there. Yeah, we'll come back to that idea in a minute. Or next time, one or the other. 9, right, battery, we only need 1. It's not got to do any drilling or anything fancy. Yeah. It's going to need... Actually, no, not this yet. Not yet. I don't think it needs... It doesn't need the top thing there. We require a parachute hatch. Just one. So we're going to create a parachute hatch on here. And it doesn't really matter where it comes out, but I'm going to put it that way up. We'll build that first, and then we'll put an actual parachute piece in there right away. We kind of need it to go down slowly. It's going to take a while. Literally will, but I don't want it bouncing around because it will just get destroyed if it just bounces around everywhere. Right, so one parachute hatch. We need one parachute piece, canvas. I know I have some. Yep. One. I think it'll only take one. Yep, full. Good. Right, that's one canvas. It doesn't need to stop the thing, it just needs to slow it down enough. One, but do we do that or do we do... No, I think we have to do big battery. Right, what have I got in my inventory that I don't need right now? All of that. No, we do need all of that. No, we don't. We'll take it back in a minute. This is going to be a long episode. I hope I've got time to edit it. If you're watching this, I had time to edit it. Good, battery. Okay, that needs to take some time to charge up. Okay, so that's that. Now we just need an antenna. Okay, where do we put the antenna that's not going to sort of lopside it too much? We could put it at the bottom, but I want to put it at the top. We are going to put it there. We just went into large grid mode there. That's better. Okay, this side will do. That side's better. Put that. Just so we know it's not sticking to anything it shouldn't. Right, your range is going to be maximum. Perfect. You need to be on recharge mode. There's plenty of power on the base. It's been charging up the entire time we've been gone, so at least I hope it has. That should just fill up at its maximum rate, which isn't as fast as a large grid battery, but it's close enough. Right, so we've got an antenna. We need to name it. HUD text. We'll call this Vern. Vern can go after Jules. I know we already called the observation center Vern, but I don't care. Now, the parachute will stop it from turning the wrong way up. These will stop it from spontaneously braking. Now, this should be smaller than the original thing that went down there.
Energy low.
Yep, energy. I put that in the wrong place. I totally did. There we go. Probably could have gone with 5x5s for one side of it, but this is enough. There's no way anything else is going to get smacked. That is it. It's as simple as that. Let's paint it. Well, I've still got the energy to do so. What color do we want to make it? Let's see. Well, since we lost the last one on the gold trip, and we're never going to see this one again either. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to set the auto deploy height to something ridiculously low, like 10 meters. What? Okay. We can manually deploy if we need to, but it should, because we're below 10 meters now, it should deploy itself anyway. Auto deploy can be on. It should deploy as soon as literally we drop it. Yeah, good, fine. We just need to wait for this battery to fully charge up, which I can't see right now, but we're at 50 point something %. So it needs all of its power just in case it takes a long time to get down. We don't want another incident. We'll just get into our Roadrunner. Okay, computer, I'm feeling a bit meaner. I think we should leave our audience on a cliffhanger here before I drop our probe down to go and find Jules. What do you think?
That sounds like a great idea, Prime. Ending on a cliffhanger will keep our audience eagerly anticipating the next episode. Let's wrap it up here and prepare for the exciting probe mission in the next installment. Ready to go into standby mode?
Not just yet. What should we tell our audience to do?
Absolutely, Prime. To our loyal viewers, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on the next thrilling part of our adventure. Drop a comment below with your thoughts and predictions about what we'll find with the probe mission to retrieve Jules. And don't forget to share the video with your friends who love space exploration as much as you do. Stay tuned for more.
Thanks very much, everybody, and thank you very much, computer.
You're welcome, Prime. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
Bye.